Yeah, g'day. Today we're going to make some beer. Ingredients are pretty simple. A brew kit with yeast. We add some sugar, in this case 250 grams of very nice molasses sugar, and to give it a bit more body, 500 grams of Kitty's malt. Hot water and then some cold water. It's pretty simple. It all gets brewed in one of these. So, to make a start, put the sugar into here. Open the Kitty's malt. Nice and thick, add some of that. It's pretty cold at the moment, so the malt's fairly thick. Should have probably put it in the hot water cupboard. Important thing with brewing is sterilisation. The bin barrel's been sterilised with some very nasty chemicals. Got a can opener. Make sure that you have not opened the cat's meat with this and that it still has the residue on here. It'll taint the beer. Just rinsing it there with hot water. Open the brew kit. Now, do not attempt to open this lid with your fingers. I know somebody who did. The lid jammed. They cut the tops off all their fingers. So the kitchen's a pretty dangerous place. There's lots of weaponry in here. Okay, there we are. This already has hops in it. Hops help to preserve the beer and to make it slightly bitter. Okay. This is a dark ale. I like a nice dark beer. Although we're making it with reduced alcohol. Be about 2.5%, maybe 3%, something like that. It's very easy to make homebrew too strong. Okay, the hot water in there softened that malt. Dip some of that into there. Same thing here. Oops. Add a bit of water. Nice and soft now. Add that to the mix. You do not add the yeast until the very end because it needs a temperature of around about 28 to 30 degrees centigrade, and in here now we have hot water. If we put the yeast in now, the hot water would kill it and it won't work. Basically what happens is the yeast eats the sugar and it excretes alcohol. So the more sugar you put in, the more alcohol you get. That's why we've deliberately reduced the sugar. And we're using a very nice sugar, Wellington's natural molasses, unrefined cane sugar. White sugar is dead, it's actually a poison. This contains all the goodness of the sugar cane. Now this can get quite hot, obviously, which is why we have this little rag here. This can get pretty messy if you make a mistake. So you do not want to be doing it on the carpet. Okay, that's pretty cool. This has been previously sterilised. Let's give it a rinse. Give it a stir. The bottom there, it's pretty thick in there. You don't want to get your hand into the liquid. A, because it's hot, and B, because it will contaminate the brew, turn it sour and undrinkable. And very carefully mix that into the hot water. And then basically all we do is add cold water, tip the yeast in. So all we do now is tip water in. We just keep doing that. I do it until it's about 3/4 full, because what I find is that when the yeast starts to work, it can react quite violently, and if the beer barrel is completely full of water, then all the stuff shoots out the little hole in the top of the lid. Okay, the beer barrel's 3/4 full of water. Here's the yeast, premium brewing yeast that comes with the beer kit. All we do is open the packet, tip it into there, give it a good stir. So now we'll put this into the brew cupboard. Yeah, g'day again. This is the brew cupboard. It's simply a desk with a piece of cardboard folded into to fit into the little hole where your feet go. As you can see, there's a lamp in there. Got some beer that's already brewed, nicely tight as a drum. Just pull these out of here. So there's the brew barrel. Well, it's just under half full actually. Put that in there. Temperature facing towards us. At the moment it's reading about 23 degrees. You can put an airlock on the top there. I don't bother. I just have a cap off the brew kit, bit of toilet paper in there, put that over the top. It's easier and it doesn't make a bubbling noise. Then we just put this back into here. Well, underneath that, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little red pad. In the winter, I use that in conjunction with the light to give even more warmth. In the summer, you don't even need the lamp at all. But it's spring now, it's just second, third day of spring, it's getting quite warm. There we go. That'll sit in there. Keep checking it every day. Just keep an eye on the temperature. In about a week, it'll be ready. We test it. We have a thermometer. It's I'll show you. Okay, here we are. This is a thing that reads the specific gravity of the beer. Tells you when it's ready to bottle. It's weighted at the bottom, it's glass, it floats upright like this. When you first put it in, it'll be reading somewhere here. For some reason, don't ask me why, when it's brewed, it sinks down and the level of the liquid comes up into this black line here and then into the yellow where it says bottle. Pretty simple. It's just chemistry, I guess. So, leave it in there for a week, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how to bottle it. That also is pretty straightforward and very simple.